Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Annisya Binti Ahmad Tamizi, and in this video, I would like to explain about heuristic programming. Before we start, let me explain about decision theory. Decision theory is used to make sound decisions under any condition that how to achieve a particular goal in various situations. Techniques used to develop a concrete model to solve the identified complex issues. Decision maker includes various techniques to overcome those issues, and one of it is heuristic programming. Now, I would like to explain deeper about heuristic programming. What is heuristics programming? Heuristics are straightforward rules of thumb that we develop based on our past experience. They are cognitive tools that help us make quick decisions or judgments. As for heuristic programming, it approached the idea of artificial intelligence by solving problems using experience-based rules or protocols. A heuristic programming employs a practical method, not guaranteed to be optimal, perfect, logical, or rational, but instead sufficient for reaching an immediate goal. Next, I would like to explain about the characteristics in heuristic programming. There are three key characteristics in heuristic programming, which are representativeness, anchoring and adjustment, and lastly, the availability. The first characteristic is representativeness. The representativeness heuristic allows people to judge the likelihood that an object belongs in a general category or class based on how similar the object is to members of that category. Next is anchoring and adjustment. The anchoring and adjustment heuristic allows people to estimate a number by starting at an initial value, the anchor, and adjusting that value up or down. However, different initial values lead to different estimates, which are in turn influenced by the initial value. The last one is availability. The availability heuristic allows people to assess how often an event occurs or how likely it will occur, based on how easily that event can be brought to mind. For example, someone might estimate the percentage of middle-aged people at risk of a heart attack by thinking of the people they know who have had heart attacks. Now let's move to the example of heuristic programming. The example of heuristic programming is based on the three characteristics that have been discussed earlier. Firstly, as for the representativeness heuristic, the research shows that individuals usually make decisions based on their stereotypes of the situation. For example, an individual named Amin is very shy and introverted, always helpful but have little interest with people and reality. As a meek and neat person, he has a need for order and structure, and a passion for detail. Based on this situation, people might judge that the occupation of Amin could be a librarian rather than a doctor based on his personality. The second one is the anchoring and adjustment, which is another prevalent heuristic approach. For example, a car salesman will begin negotiations with a very high price that is arguably well above the fair value with the customers. This is because the high price is an anchor. The final price will tend to be higher than if the car salesman had offered a fair or low price to start. Lastly is the example of availability heuristic. For example, people would normally assume that people who experience obesity has higher percentage to have diabetes due to their knowledge about other people in the same situation. In conclusion, heuristic programming is known as a simple solution to a certain situation. Using this method does not guarantee perfection in every goal they hope for. However, heuristic programming could help in achieving a short-term goal, and it is very effective. Heuristic programming able to provide an accurate solution to the decision maker in a short period of time.